Hey, all right, guys. Good news. Made it back to Sudbury. This is our landscape here, West End, and I hope you can appreciate that I did some math for you. So the trip started on Sunday, October 19th, and it went till today, which is Monday, October 27th. It was 9 days. And I added up all the gas here. There's 27 times where I filled up the tank here. 27 times and the food is here. All of the food and showers and entertainment is all of this. Auto service up here. So the totals are: gas was $815.15. That's Sudbury to British Columbia and back. Food, showers, entertainment, $332.65, and auto service is $647.60, and that's because I got some work done. I had an oil change and I did a transmission flush, and so that's what all of this stuff was. Total for the trip was $1,795.40, and total kilometers is 7,271. That's a lot in 9 days. And then this amount down here is from Cranbrook, British Columbia, where I got my last oil change done. So if I go straight from here, that's exactly the amount of kilometers it's going to take to drive to British Columbia, where I was. And the Sudbury gas prices, $1.17, so that's not bad. Average for the trip was $1.30, and the lowest I seen was $1.10, and the highest was $1.50. So I just wanted to do this math and to give you an idea of what it might cost you to drive like I did to BC 815. That's gas, and it's not bad. I mean, it's not bad. If you want to stay in fancy hotels, you'll have to add a couple more $1,000 to that. But a couple of ideas for trips if you ever want to see the mountains. The best way that I know of to see the mountains is to drive from Calgary into Banff. Banff is here. So two scenarios. The first one, you can drive from wherever you live up here on the highway, the Trans-Canada, and then drive into Banff. Here you're going to see a spectacular view of the mountains. It's just about as good as it gets for the first time of seeing the mountains. All you got to do is drive to Banff. It's free. You don't have to pay or anything. And the second scenario is you can fly to Calgary, rent a car, and then drive to Banff. So here in Banff, there's these two little dots. Those are the entry roads into Banff. There's two of them. If you go to the second one, and instead of turning left to go into Banff, you turn right, you can drive right up the mountain for free. It's called Mount Farquhar. Mount Farquhar here, the second exit, turn right, and you could actually drive right up the mountain and get a spectacular view from up there. And shout out to Kyle from DJ's Auto Service in Banff. I was trying to get an oil change done, and he was booked for the next 4 weeks, so he gave me some local advice. And he's the one who told me about this mountain thing. You can drive straight up Mount Farquhar here, and then if you continue on the one, where is it? Here. Okay. You continue on here. Right in this area, right before Golden, is that huge hill that I was talking about in part 1. I think it's just coming down because this green stuff is mountains, so it's probably like coming, all of this is downhill. And if you wanted to make a trip of it, you could start in Banff, spend a day there, go to Golden, and then drive down this highway here, which is what I did, all the way down to Cranbrook here. And that's where I got my, is it on this side? Yeah. I got my oil change done here in Cranbrook, and then you can drive back through Fernie, which I talked about in video number 1 as well, and then back up to Calgary. Here's the border through Lethbridge and back up to Calgary. So if you do that circle, you're gonna get a really, really strong, spectacular view of the mountains. And you won't have to, well, you won't have to, you know, it's just having a starting point is really good, and a destination. So I think that's about all. We got all the numbers here. It was a good trip, a lot of driving, and I had a really good time. I'm happy to be back. Sudbury is where I live, and just as a road number 1, Trans-Canada, right here there's a bypass, so you don't even have to go into Calgary. You can bypass it and then continue on this number 1 road into Banff, and right here you're going to start seeing these mountains. It's about an hour and a half drive from Calgary to Banff. You're going to have an amazing view, really, really extraordinary. Best first impression you can probably ever get of the mountains, if you've never seen them, is just by driving to Banff. It's free. It's free to drive there. You can drive into the town. And that second point there, like I said, Mount Farquhar, and then go up to Golden if you want, make a trip of it, come back around, and then come back up to Calgary, take a flight home, or do whatever. So a lot of the time when you're trying to do a trip, it's hard to figure out where to start and end, and so that is just like a loop that you can make as a starting point, and then plan out your stops, your entertainment based on that. So thanks for hanging out. I'm Danny Starr, DANISTAR, Sudbury, Ontario. If you're ever passing through, look me up. You'll find me on the internet. And as a treat for watching till the end, I'm going to show you the world's largest coin. There it is. That's the big nickel. And that is the largest coin in the world. It's one of Sudbury's big attractions.